The current mental state of America. Let's talk about it.
Hi, my name is Drew. I'm 29, and I'm pretty much a failure. Most of the time, I'm either unemployed or working some dead-end job just to make money. I'm even too lazy to put my pillowcases back on, so I just toss a sheet over them. I really like to stream and make content, but that's not working out so far. I guess I'm just looking for advice and to hear your stories on how you got better. Please, thank you.
Yeah, today's gonna be a different one, but I think it's gonna be a good one. Comments on this video. This is the first thing I went to all these. So the reason for this video that happened is I was, endlessly scrolling on TikTok one night, and I kept getting these on my algorithm. And I was looking at it, and I was like, man, what's going on right now? I mean, you just wait till you see some of these clips. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I feel for these guys, right? I feel for them. Something happened. I don't know what it was, but something happened. And what I think it is, honestly, is social media. But let's just move on and we'll continue. Some comments here on this guy's video. Social media has ruined our perceptions. There are millions of men just like you struggling every day. The best thing to do is find something that you enjoy and friends to do it with. If you want opportunities, consider community college for technical degrees. And I'm glad that comment has 172 likes from the next one being 23 or 71 because that guy is spot on. The creator goes on to say, you're absolutely right. I've heard firsthand how many people are struggling right now. I wish I would have thought about college when I was younger. I would have loved to have studied criminal science. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you this. It's never too late to start something, guys. Never. Take it from me. Been doing YouTube for a while, and I love it. I love doing YouTube, but I started a new career last year. Mortgage broker. I've been in the real estate business investing-wise since 2019, but I've never done lending besides my private money deals I've done. And I was like, hey, I'm in my mid-30s. Why not? Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I think the one thing I'm loving the most about it is I'm more connected with the community than ever. And that just brings joy, right? Don't get me wrong, there's days where I hate it and I cuss it. But being around people, solving a problem for people, I feel like that's just in our human nature. And we've gotten away from that. We have. The next thing I want to talk about here is another comment. Lord Jesus will give you peace. Guys, I try not to get too political on my channel. I try not to get too, I hate the word religious, but I try to keep it pretty straight and narrow when it comes to finances. But I will say this, as a man in my 30s, one of the things that have kept me the most sane is God. Like having Jesus in my heart, and I'll say it out loud, like Jesus is my Lord and Savior. And I feel like that is such a pivotal part of a man's life, is your faith, and it gives you something to live for, right? It gives you something to work towards. And you don't feel like you're just on this earth for no reason. It gives you meaning. And then when you get a family and your family's surrounded by your faith as well, it's a magical moment. It really is. It's a special thing in life that I feel like we've gotten away from. And I don't know where it happened, but I feel like you can look back in the 50s, right? Everyone just kind of you got married, you had a family, you went to your job, and everyone lived this happy life, right? Times have changed. That's not happening nearly as much. And I think there's a few reasons for that.
I don't want to do this anymore. It sucks. It all sucks. I'm 40 and I got nothing to show for it. I'm about to lose my house, my car. I'm not gonna have enough money to feed my dogs. So I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do it. Sorry. I tried, guys.
Brett Colby. Brettcolby. I'm here for you, bro. I am. So this was the video that popped up on my For You page on TikTok that was the pivotal reason of, if I think that's even a saying, of why I'm doing this video, is because of Brett Colby. I saw that video and I instantly saved it and I said, I've got to talk about this. Now, yes, this has some financial parts of it, but there is also, I feel like, a mental state that we are in currently as a society that's not healthy. And yes, men have been struggling with stress for many, many years. I mean, probably from the beginning of times, to be honest. The men were the ones that were supposed to go out and get the food to feed the family. If they didn't work successful on their hunts, they brought back no food. The family went hungry. Like, that's the stress men have dealt with for eternity. And it's the same to this day. The problem is we're faced with this uncertainty, this life, but there's a mindset that you have to find. And unfortunately, I think some men don't find it. They kind of have this, this is a tough subject, guys. It really is. Because I look at myself and I'm like, okay, I started with nothing. I got to where I'm at now because of grit, because of taking risk, because of making the right choices, and no one has helped me get to where I'm at today. I've gotten to where I'm at today because of the decisions that I've made as a man. What people don't talk about is the mental mind F's you go through with that on a daily basis. Now, my wife could probably hop on this video with me and have a long list of things that I have worried about, stressed about, concerned about. I don't sleep at night that good as a man. For some reason, I wake up every morning at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom, and then I'm up the rest of the night because my mind can't shut off. I got all these things. I'm worrying about things I'm trying to grow, businesses I'm trying to grow, businesses that are failing, stuff that's going wrong, people that are pissed off at me because of the decision I made or how I had a conversation. There's so much you deal with as a man, and then you see these clips, these videos, you see highlight reels of people's life, and it's very, very easy to compare your downfalls, your pitfalls of your life, the worst spot you can be in as a man, to someone's highlight reel, and that's not healthy. It's not. When you're comparing your worst moments to someone's best moments, that does something to you mentally. And you have to learn how to filter that out. Because the people who are posting the highlight reels, they have their own internal struggles too that they're just not posting about. Comparison is the thief of joy. And that's such a true statement.
Nobody talks about the hard part. I want to be successful so bad, and I want to have such a great life so bad that every day I'm not there. It feels like a prison. My thoughts eat away at me, no matter how much I'm in the Word, no matter how I try to correct those thoughts with good thoughts and supportive thoughts or Bible verses, whatever it may be. And no matter what, you just feel weak, and your mind just challenges you like you're never going to get there. I just think it's really important to understand that you're not always going to feel good. You're not always going to want to work, to go to the gym, to have a good attitude. And those are the most important times where you discipline yourself into not letting those things win, not letting the outside factors win, not letting those thoughts win. I just cried my eyes out. I'm on a swing right now on a freaking playground all by myself in the middle of the night, 9:30 on a Friday night, having a tough time. But I'm also super grateful for these moments because I know it's temporary. I know there's going to be a time where I am winning and when I have everything I ever dreamed of, and I earned it, and I made it through these parts, and I'll be able to help somebody who's in my shoes during their life, and I can relate to them and let them know that it does get better. They will win. This is why I do it. Like, I dream so big. I could be so average. I could go get a normal job, could go have a nice, consistent income every month, make mama happy, make the wife happy, something's consistent. But that's not me. I want the best. I want the hardest. If it's hard, I want it. And that's the difference. Just keep going, never give up, and be real.
So I've been there before, guys. I have. I remember being in my younger 20s, and I remember, I would take like walks, or I'd go somewhere in the middle of the night, just not knowing what the hell was going to happen, just thinking to myself, like, what the hell am I doing here? Right? What is in store for me? And I think that's pretty common for any man. It really is. Like, you got to think about what the hell am I going to do with this life that I've been presented with, right? And I think you got to take a step back, right? You got to first recognize that you're alive. As corny as that may sound, you are alive and breathing. And think of how many people that are sitting in those graveyards that would kill to get back to be where you're at, alive, right? So when you think about that, you're like, okay, I'm here, I'm living, I'm feeling it. I feel the pressure. I feel the pain. I also think there's this pressure for men to be successful, to have this, great look at me type job or business or whatever. You got to be an entrepreneur type of days. Like, what happened to just being a good old fashioned man with a wife and kids? I feel like that's the ultimate flex, right? Like, and that's not for everybody. Again, that's not for everybody. I'm just talking about guys that are maybe like more like me. Is if you got a wife that loves you, maybe you guys can pop out some kids and live an amazing life. Have experiences together to take a little miniature vacation every now and then if you can afford it. Live the life that you guys want to live and wake up, have breakfast in the morning together. Look forward to the sporting events and cheering on your daughter and your son at whatever they're working towards in their life. That's joy, right? But I also feel like, too, a lot of men want something to grow of their own. And I think that's very important to also have. You have to have goals as a man to be working towards something. Now, for some guys, they want the private jet lifestyle, the Lamborghinis and all the girls around them, whatever that is. And, hey, if that's you, more power to you, go get it. But then there's also the guys that want the life where it's, they got the wife that they love and adore and they trust, to the end of life, the end of days. And they got their kids they can raise to be their own and to help build whatever they're trying to build and, have this legacy of being a great dad. That's so important to understand. But you also have to know that, like, you have to stop worrying about, one, what other people think, and you have to stop focusing on, I've got to be here. I struggle with that, guys. I do. I struggle with that all the time. I look at guys who are doing better than me, and I use that as motivation. And I think with my maturity in life, I used to look back at that and say, oh man, they're doing so much better than me. I'm a failure. No, you're not. The fact that you're even working towards it is what's getting you forward. Now, if you're the guy that's laying in bed all day, lazy, not working out, not wanting to better yourself, hygiene sucks, you're not taking care of yourself, your house is a disaster, you're not working towards anything, you need to fix that. That's not a life to live, guys. It's not. And when you live that life, that's only going to make your mental state even worse. And I think that's the problem with a lot of younger generations right now, is they're comparing themselves and not doing anything to change, right? You got to figure out the life that you want to live. Nice family, you get a 9-to-5 job, live a great life, boom. People would kill to have that. But they're not working to get there. They're saying, I suck, I'm a loser, I don't want to do anything, boom, and that's it. That's not the mindset to have. It's not. Comments here. I love this app because you can relate to strangers. It's kind of beautiful. Guys has agreed. Focusing too much on the future will give you dissatisfaction. Discipline yourself on the present and better yourself day by day so the future you is satisfied. I love that comment because that is something that I struggle with. is I look at the future, right? And I look at the future me. I'm always worrying about the future. Where am I going to be at? What's going to happen? Where's my income going to be? What am I going to be building towards? What's the goals I'm going to be wanting to hit? Where am I going to be at when I'm 40? What's my income going to be like? What's my net worth going to be like? Am I going to be able to take free time to do this with my kids? Blah, 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 boom. There is so much going on up here every single day, and I know I'm not alone. Men, if you agree with me and that's happening to you, leave me a comment down below in the comment section and let me know I'm not alone, because I know I'm not. I've had conversations with other men in my community that experience the same exact thing. And I feel like this is something that has to do with people who are both, you know, I would say pretty successful men that are still striving for more. Because here's the other thing, guys. Here's another crazy part. You get to this point in life where you want to hit, right? Like, let's say you have a goal and you're like, I just want to be a millionaire. My whole life will be complete when I hit the millionaire status, right? And then you hit the millionaire status and you're like, oh, nothing's really changed for me. Yeah, cool, I'm a millionaire, but now what? Now what am I going to build? Now what am I going to work towards? And then it's the next thing. Now you got a new goal. Now I need, you know, so much money per month coming in. Every single month. Passive. Then you reach that. Now I got to do this. What's the next goal? I'll only be happy when I get to this. Then you get there. Now I'll only be happy when I get to this. And it's never ending. And luckily I figured that out, and now I'm like, okay, I'm on this journey of life, right? I'm going to hit these new, hopefully, you know, successes as I'm going on in life. Hit these new goals after goal after goal. But I look back to whenever I started a software company. You guys may see the shirt that I wear all the time. It's called the Dividend Tracker. That was a software company I started with a buddy of mine, a fellow YouTuber, Bryce Matheson. Shout out, buddy, if you're listening or watching. And we got this, you know, pretty successful startup built up to a decent valuation. And him and I still talk to this day, and we talk back, and we always mention to ourselves, like, man, you remember sticking $1,000 each in this checking account and building this company, not knowing what the hell was going to happen? Fast forward 2-3 years later, and like, look at it now. It's wild. It's wild. The point I'm making there, guys, is it's the journey that you look back on as you get older that you miss, that you really maybe didn't feel like it at the time, but that's the journey that people have the best moments in. It's the journey to the goal. Like, hitting the goal is cool, it's fun, it's exciting, you can celebrate, but then it's gone. But then you think about the journey it took you to get there. Like, for example, this YouTube channel. When I first started this YouTube channel, I had 0 subscribers. I made my first video. Knew nothing about YouTube. But I remember publishing that first video. Guys, I was so excited. I was so stoked. And I look back to that journey of like refreshing, like seeing what if I got a new subscriber, if I got a new subscriber, if I got a new subscriber. One new subscriber, I'd be stoked. I mean, you know, I have a 10. Oh, I got 11 subscribers. Let's go. Now look. It's wild. The journey to get here is what's the most exciting part, I think, about life. And you have to use that in your mindset to keep you grounded, but also understand that you're in the moments of life that are going to bring you joy down the road too. It's all about experiences and trying things and doing things new. We got to get out of this mental state that we're currently in.
What pissed you off the most? What is it?
Myself.
Why? Huh?
Because I'm lazy.
When was the last time you did something 100%?
I can't remember.
What are you afraid of? Tell me.
Screw it up. Damn it. Just screw it up. I'm a failure.
You're not a failure.
Yes, I am.
You are not. We all make mistakes in life. Embrace change.
Sometimes it's all it takes, guys, is having a conversation with yourself and saying that you can do it. You have to be your own cheerleader. Because as I say it all the time in these videos, no one's going to do it for you. You have to be the one to make the change.
Gang, so you telling me this the reality for a man? That's it, bro? Nigga, I just got off of work. It's 2:56 in the morning. I don't have nobody to talk to, gang. I don't got nobody to comfort me, gang. I don't got nobody to tell me that it's okay, gang. I have nobody to talk to, gang. And even if I did, I still can't tell them how I feel because I don't like being vulnerable. I don't like feeling vulnerable. Even if I did explain how I feel, they wouldn't care, bro. Wouldn't nobody care. They gonna say, well, keep your chin up, keep your head up. What the fuck you think I've been doing this whole time, bro? Niggas is tired, bro. Yes, I might be a man, but niggas get tired of thugging, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm speaking up for the niggas that don't have the strength to say this, bro. Niggas get tired of thugging, bro. Niggas is tired, bro. Like, is this reality for me? Work, go home, go to sleep, do it all again, bro. No social life, gang. I barely see my homeboys anymore, bro. Niggas is tired. I feel like I have no time on my hands, gang. Like, yeah. I don't know, bro. It just feel like this shit getting repetitive. I don't know, bro. I just feel like niggas is in a circle, bro. Niggas is in a loop or something, bro. And I'm gonna continue to keep my faith and pray to God and keep my hope, bro. But shit still get hard, bro. Shit still be hard, bro, at the end of the day.
It's a struggle out there right now, guys, because you got to also think about this. I hate to bring it up, but look at cost of living. Look at how expensive things are right now. It's a tough time. It is. But we got to, like, push through. Right? I struggle with demons. I struggle with mindset stuff. I got to work on myself. And I think every man does. And if a man says he doesn't, I think he's lying. I know he's lying. I've been through some stuff. And you got to understand, like, it's going to get better. But it may get even harder first. And I've gone through cycles of life like this where it's up and down. And my gosh, I mean, day to day sometimes, it's like you're on a high or you're on a low. It just depends on how you wake up. And it's tough. It's a weird feeling. It really is. It's hard to explain and talk about, especially as a man.
When you're depressed, you just stay in one spot. And that's just the greatest advice I can give someone. It's like, bro, just do something. Like, move somewhere. You know? I promise you, man. Like, you know what you're going to get. Like, I know I can lay in bed, bro. Like, sometimes getting out of bed, bro, it feels like my legs are 1,000 pounds. And I don't want to fucking read. And I don't want to make videos. But I have to. You know? And, it's just fucking hard.
I think every man struggles. I do. Deep down, every man is struggling about something. They may not share it. They may not talk about it. But deep down, every man is struggling with some demons. Depression, confidence, insecurities, the fear of tomorrow, the fear of the future, the fear of not being successful, the fear of not getting ahead, the fear of not living the life that your younger self wanted you to live all day, every day. It's going on. And I think the best way to get over that and the best way to beat that is you're going to have tough days, but you got to understand you're going to have tough days and you need to keep moving forward.
I was talking to my dad and I was like, I just feel like I'm so far behind. Like, I feel like everybody I know in life is so far ahead and I'm so far behind. And he's like, dude, you're 22 years old. Like, you're not behind in life. And but like, I'm in this constant fear of like just being behind in life. Like, I see people and they're like, yeah, I'm starting my business, or like I've been doing this for the past 3 years and now I'm making this kind of money, and or like I just bought a house, or I just bought a brand new truck, you know. And I have been busting my ass and I'm just covering my bills. Like, I don't get it. I want to be doing more. I want to be able to afford more. But why do I feel like I'm so far behind in life and I'm only 22 years old? Like, that's, people always tell me, like, oh, you're so young, you're such a baby. But it's like, people my age are doing all these things. What have I not figured out that they have? You know?
I'm 23 and I feel this every day. Everyone around me is getting engaged or getting married, and I haven't been in a relationship since high school. But I just have to trust that God has a plan for me, and I'll be ready for whenever He thinks I'm ready. And I just tell myself also that I may not have a lot of money, but at least I have enough to get me by, and one day I'll have everything I want and then some. But know you're not alone in your feelings. The next one. Comparison is the thief of joy. The next one. What I realize is that every single person feels like this. Even the most successful people on earth still compare themselves to people that have more or whatnot. I had to realize that nobody's paying attention to my shortcomings because they are too worried about their own. We are all on our own path, and God will get you to where you need to go. Truer words have never been spoken. Guys, you have to understand that we're all on our own separate journeys. There are going to be guys that are always more successful than you. There are going to be guys that always are bigger than you. There are going to be guys that are always funnier than you. There are going to be guys that are always faster than you. There's so many of these things that we deal with as men, and we look at it like, oh, why can't I do this? Oh, why am I not getting it? Why is my life not there? Why am I not having this great marriage and all these kids? Whatever it is, take your time, live the life the best way that you can possible, and be working towards the thing that's most important to you. If that is having a family, then you need to be going to church. You need to be surrounding yourself, around good women that are also looking to have a family, if that's what your number one priority is. If your number one priority is not having a family, but it's becoming successful, you need to be doing, meetups with local entrepreneurs, with local investors, and surrounding yourself with people who are successful in your community and getting around them and figuring out what they did to get to where they're at. To be reading books all the time, be listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, and learning what it takes to get to the point in the life that you want to live. But the thing is you have to figure out what the life that you want to live is. Don't get so caught up in wanting to live someone else's life. You have to know what's going to make you happy as a person. For me, I don't need the private jets. I don't need the Lamborghinis. I got a beautiful wife that I get to lay in bed with every single night and talk about her day. I got kids that look up to me and they get to call me dad, and I get to coach my son's flag football. I get to cheer on my daughter when she's doing gymnastics. That's my joy. That's the life that I chose, that I wanted to live, and I feel good about that. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have my struggles and I fight with them every day, but I've come to realize that's part of being a man. And I have to be able to fight those and get past that in order to live the life that I want to live.